Hello and welcome to the news bulletin on Goa 365 with me, Marsha D'Souza. The Talegaon Bachao Abhiyan held a candlelight vigil at Talegaon last night to protest against the violent and cowardly attack on social activist, advocate Iris Rodriguez and historian Prajoy Sakardande by masked goons on the night of 13th October at a city restaurant.
Citizens from all over the state participated in the vigil that lasted for an hour and included songs of justice and solidarity. Praveen Sabnis, social activist, said that violence in the state had crossed all limits.
This has been happening for a long time, but it's happening with greater ferocity now because the greed, the magnitude of the greed has increased. And it is this what we are trying to fight. Whether it's in the mining, whether it's in the SEZs, whether it's in the mega projects, whether it is in the way governance is happening in Goa, the way law is being implemented. Every honest citizen, if he tries to challenge what's going wrong, is being countered, and we have seen the worst of brutality that happened yesterday night. Lots of organizations have written to the press and condemned this incident, and we expect whichever ones of you have not done so, please do so. Write to the letters to the editor, write articles, speak your mind out, create posters, write essays, write poems, write songs. Let's make our voice be heard.
Wendell Rodrigues, renowned fashion designer, said that the people would fight against hooliganism in the state despite all odds.
Personally, as a person who's living in Goa and for a common man, I feel that this has become the turning point because we are just completely against and oppose any form of brutality and gundaism which has been happening in Goa. I think that we should stop it completely, and today is a day when I think the public's patience has gone beyond anything that I know, and we really need to decide for ourselves as a Goan people whether we need to stop this completely or we want to succumb to the forces of evil.
Various other people also spoke at the vigil.
In the past few months, there have been attacks on activists by members of the state. In Benauli, people have been called to the police station in the middle of the night and to be harassed. The police from Kolva have gone to people's offices to terrorize the boss, saying that don't employ this person. People have been stopped in Kortali after they came from a rally, saying that they are looking for terrorists. The anti-mining activists Sebi Rodrigues, Cheryl Fernandez were brutally assaulted, and then the police dragged peaceful protesters to the jail. Now, if this is happening, because this is happening in the state, because our politicians can say that we are people with negative mentalities, this is the reason why anti-social elements have taken the upper hand and have decided that they can attack two activists. So therefore, the blame has to be put on the kind of environment that the politicians, regardless of party line.
What we are witnessing here in Goa is a complete crisis of governance, and law and justice is being violated with impunity, and every law-abiding, right-standing Goan citizen should be outraged.
The vigil ended with the participants placing the lit candles at the St. Michael's Church Square in Talegaon as they vowed to struggle till the end to combat violence in the state.
Meanwhile, an attempt to take Rohit Montserrat, son of the state's Education Minister Athanasio Montserrat, into custody yesterday proved futile after a team of policemen who went to arrest him did not find Rohit at either of the Montserrat's residence in Talegaon and Miramar.
It may be noted that the Goa police had booked Rohit Montserrat under Section 8(2) of the Goa Children's Act for sexually harassing a 14-year-old German girl, Indra Majida Fuchs, whose mother, Fadela Fuchs, had earlier this month filed a complaint at the Kalangut police station against the junior Montserrat for sending lewd messages to her minor daughter.
Case has been registered at Kalangut police station, and Today, upon registration of the offence, a police team had gone to arrest Shri Rohit Monserrat in connection with this case. He was not available, hence a notice under 160 of CRPC has been issued that he should, on receipt of this receipt, he is directed to remain present at Kalangut police station for investigation/interrogation.
Bosco George, the North Goa Superintendent of Police, also informed the press about the case registered by the Goa Police on the attempt to murder social activist Advocate Iris Rodrigues.
Police of North District has registered 2 cases, one at Panjim Police Station, which is for unlawful assembly, attempt to murder. 3 persons have been arrested and 7 days police remand has been obtained. Besides that, the vehicle which was allegedly used in the crime has also been attached by Panjim Police Station.
The Education Minister Athanasio Monserrat demanded that an impartial inquiry be conducted into the entire episode relating to his son's alleged involvement in the case filed by the German national Fadela Fuchs.
And I asked Chief Minister to have an impartial inquiry into the full incident, because I feel that police wants to take revenge of me for filing a CBI case against them. He's let CM order an impartial inquiry.
In both the cases?
In both the cases.
What is impartial?
The impartial that CM will decide it. I cannot tell you. So that is what I said. Whatever the inquiry may be, that whatever CM feels it is proper, that inquiry he will set up. I have got full faith in the Chief Minister.
Mr. Monserrat further denied that his son was involved in the case filed against him and suspected a political conspiracy against him and his family.
I don't know. He will come. Whenever need be, he will come.
But he really is innocent?
My son is innocent. And I state, and I am very clear on that part, that my son is innocent. This is just a political conspiracy to frame my son and to frame me.
So
that who will, who and when you will soon come to know. I will. There are many things to come out of
so what are going to be the
this incident. You just wait for a day or 2 and you will come to know. So I am thankful to all my colleagues for in fact supporting me and being behind me fully.
Meanwhile, the leader of the opposition Manohar Parrikar, while condemning the recent incident involving the physical assault on Advocate Iris Rodrigues and Prajwal Sakardande, said that the incident substantiated his stand that there was a total breakdown in the law and order situation in the state.
They were shocked when swords were caught in Madgaon. They were shocked when religious places over last 1 year, 18 in numbers, have been attacked consistently and idols damaged. कुंकळे ताजो शेवटचो इन्सिडंटली कालूच कुंकळे लोकांनी बंद डिक्लेअर केल्लो आनी आयज पिसफूल बंद जाल्लो आसा. लोकांच्यो भावना कितल्यो तीव्र आसा ह्यो कुंकळयेच्या गजालीचेर लक्षांत आयलें. लॉ एंड ऑर्डर खंय गेल्ली आसा हे हाजी म्हाका दिसता ही घटना द लास्ट स्ट्रॉ ऑन द कॅमल्स बॅक जाल्ली आसा.
Mr. Parrikar further said that a nexus between the police, politicians and criminals in the state prevented the police from doing their duty of enforcing law in the state.
पुलीस कारवाई करपाक फाटी फुडें सरता हाजे कारण पॉलिटिशियन्स क्रिमिनल नॅक्सस, पॉलिटिशियन्स पुलीस ऑफिसर्स क्रिमिनल नॅक्सस आनी हातून भितर डायरेक्ट होम मिनिस्टर आनी चीफ मिनिस्टर हे डायरेक्टली इनवॉल्ड आहा.
Citing an example to substantiate his claim of a police-politician criminal nexus in the state, Mr. Parrikar informed the press